Finger blasting is fun with friends.
But if my friends aren't around, I'll just finger blast myself.
3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey, Har. If I had to choose between oral sex and birthday cake, oral sex would always win.
It rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
You know what my favorite fantasy is?
Come on!
I can hardly wait. They should be here any minute.
Suck it. Suck it deep.
Hey, so are you ready to have some fun? Because I am.
Oh my God.
You're a sexist, egotistical, lying, hypocritical bigot.
Don't be a little bitch.
Now listen to me carefully, you fat tub of goo.
Can you at least give me head? Oh, yeah! I can put my whole fist in my mouth.
What the fuck's gonna happen next?
Saturday, January 7th. This episode comes out Monday, January 9th, the day after the 8th, which is tomorrow. Episode 68.5. Going to do half an episode this week because I'm in works of getting the girls here for 69. But it ain't easy. Everybody's got shit going on. Everybody's got their thing going. Matt woke me right up out of bed this morning, as you could tell. I got nothing. I still got what I was in bed with, minus the hat and the headphones.
Yeah.
What are you doing up so peppy and early this morning?
I had to bring the wife to work.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Oh, yeah. At her second job?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot about that.
I'm still down to one car.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? What's going on with the silver one? They put a water pump on it?
I just been lazy.
Yeah.
I just haven't got around to it because she's working from home now, so it's not like a dire priority.
Things didn't really need to be rushed.
And then with Christmas and all that shit and everything, so that's what I'm going to do this weekend is get the parts and hopefully start working on it next week.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, and then I'm going to be using your garage after that.
Why don't you use the garage for that?
Well, I can't because it won't run because I have no antifreeze, so the water pump shot. I got to do that there. But then I got to replace a fucking sensor in the exhaust system.
That's easy. We could do that right now. I mean, I don't care if you use a garage, but that should be just take the old one out, put a new one in.
Well, yeah, but it'd be easier to get it from underneath than it would be from the top.
Okay.
So...
yeah, everything's better from behind.
Yeah, it's also been a while since I fucking ransacked your garage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Well, I've been ransacking. I had to do the radiator in the car. I had to do a tie rod in the car. I had to do alternator on the car. Everything fucking came apart at once. You know what happened? I found out after all of it. The radiator was leaking, which I didn't know. And it had been blowing where it was leaking on the radiator. It blows right on the fucking alternator. And being as though that alternator was old, I think it was just blow. And you know how coolant, like when it dries, it leaves like it's not like water. Like water can get on an alternator and not bother, but that coolant was like, it leaves that fucking sugary looking stuff. And I think it just fucked it off. So I heard a squeak. So I put a new belt on. First of all, you start with the cheapest shit first. So I started with that and the squeak went away. But then the battery light came on. So what happened is it must be trying to turn anyway, I don't know what happened. I had to replace all that shit. And then by the end of it, $330 for a fucking alternator for that car.
Holy shit.
But now on the opposite side of that was $90 for a radiator.
Yeah.
Which I thought that would be the $300 thing and the $90 thing would be the alternator.
What's any more special about that alternator than any other one?
I don't know.
Did it look the same as any other one?
It looks identical. It's identical. And it's in fact, it's smaller than a typical one because it's such a little.
Because it's an Acura.
Yeah, must be. Mm-hmm. But that was wicked expensive. And so then I found out that the radiator was leaking on the new one. And I'm like, panic. I didn't even want to drive it. Because I was like, fuck that, $330. I don't want this same thing happening to that. So I found out radiators were $90. I was like, fuck it. So I threw that. And it was actually easy to do. Mm-hmm. I bet you I had that radiator done. Her son was helping me just because she wanted him to like work on stuff and things, and I didn't mind him helping me. But had I done it alone, probably would have been a half an hour job. Tops. There's like 2 bolts to take the radiator out of the top. You pull it out. You take the fans off, switch them to the new one, put the hoses on, done.
Yeah, the last 2-bolt job I had took me fucking 8 hours.
Yeah, that's what usually happens.
Yep.
That's what when I did the tie rod. That's the easy one too. But I thought, because you can get it seized in the fucking. In the control arm or wherever that little piece that goes on, you can get it seized on. It won't unscrew from the other side, but everything, knock on wood, everything went good.
Well, that's good.
What do you got going on today? You're here early. You got to bring your son to a track meet or something, which works out perfectly. I just realized for half an episode.
Yeah, he's got practice today at 10, and my wife's at work, and then we got to go down, and then I got to go to my father-in-law's little birthday party thing at their house, and then after that, I was going to come back and hopefully go out to the local restaurant, have a couple cocktails, but, you're being bitch like always.
You like going to that place. Every time you go to that place, somebody recognizes your voice.
Exactly,
That's how you get all the scoop on things.
It's a fun time, yeah.
So after this, I got to go to work. A lot of people from Instagram, like the truck and stuff, listen to the show. So I guess I could say a little bit. I don't want to say too much, but we are currently in the process of getting ready for Gear Jammer in July.
I might actually have to go to this.
Yes, you might have to actually go to this.
Where is it?
Franklin County Fairgrounds.
Well, when in July
in Massachusetts.
is it? Because
the end of July.
End of July. So I don't know. Depending on where. Well, oh shit.
I'm dying.
Well, possibly. Got to figure out something because my dad's birthday's at the end of July, and I made a big deal about coming home early from Maine this year for that. So
that's how you got out of.
Yeah. So if it is at the end of July, I might not be able to go now and everything because last year is why I knew because last year when we were coming home from Maine, I was watching all the big trucks coming up and down through
from the show.
Yeah, from where the hell were we? New Hampshire?
I think it is.
We were like in New Hampshire and Vermont, but I mean there was a shit ton of like nice trucks.
Well, that's where it was, Keene, New Hampshire.
Yeah. There was a shit ton of nice trucks. You could tell they were all done up pretty and all that good stuff. And I said, oh, that must be that freaking show or whatever that, or competition that, Wes was talking about.
Yep. Well, so my boss is interested in getting the truck ready, and it's a nice truck. It just got some age on it, just because as things, when you drive down the road at 70 miles an hour every day, you just get little rocks and shit you can't help. You know what I mean? And over time, stuff starts to just.
You should see if your boss will let you put a little back and forth thing on there,
like a sponsor thing. Yeah.
It's all black already, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's going to be different. I can't go into too many details, and that's kind of what I started with this. What I was talking about. I don't want to post a whole lot of pictures of my truck like I usually do because I kind of want to wait until it's done because he's got apparently the truck is going to be the whole thing. It's not like he's just going to put some new wheels on it and some fenders. I guess he wants to. So today is the start of taking everything apart and.
You guys going to be ready for it?
To be honest, it's going to be close, I think, but he's pretty confident that we're going to be ready.
You should be good because you can't even get up on time to fucking start the show. So
I wasn't even up when you pulled in the driveway.
No shit.
Yeah, I talked to him. I talked to him about that because this shit takes time. Yeah. Like people think, it's what's it, January, and we got till the end of July. It seems like, oh fuck, we got months, but shit like that, like painting takes a week.
Yeah.
Or at least, to take or tear everything, more probably to tear everything all apart because you got to take the cab off of it.
7 months to get it ready.
So, and we're going to probably need all 7 months.
Can you paint a little mural on it, like me?
If you put Matt's face on the back of the cab.
And my mullet.
No, we want to win some shows. We don't want people to throw us in jail.
Everyone recognizes me when I go out.
Yeah, they certainly do. So that's the plan today. That's why I got to leave early. You got to leave early. Everybody's got to leave early.
Yeah.
And also, me and Matt have talked about some revamping of the show. It's been 1 year. The show is this is the first episode into the we started in October, but we're gonna just switch that to the year and January 1st. And I think it's not revamping the show like a whole different show, but I think we need new logos, like you said. We need to switch a name around a little bit. I think we're going to do, what did we decide? Wes and Company?
There you go.
Back and forth, like Wes with Wes and Company or something.
It doesn't have to be Wes and Company. I was just throwing out some ideas.
I like that idea, though.
And I know how you were talking about like not having like names and stuff on there because people come and go and it just makes things easier.
Yeah, well, we got different guests, and then, you find something like we talked to Rodeo about having her back on pretty regularly.
Yeah.
So I like that company thing in the end of it because that just kind of opens the door for anybody that comes in.
It kind of makes you feel inviting, like you're opening up your house to people to come in and sit down and have a little chat with you.
Yeah,
yeah.
So I think that's what we'll do, something like that. And with that, I'm gonna have to. It's time to revamp our logo. It's time to revamp the intro music and all that. We're going to have to go start all, like we're starting all over again. Just get a whole new, little bit more professional.
We really got to sit down and talk about it. Ain't one of these,
Yeah. Well, we've said that for, 6 months now, and we've sat down for about a total of 45 minutes in those 6 months.
Well, we also got more accomplished in the 15 minutes this morning than we did during that time.
This episode, we've got a couple of cool things. We've got a man that wanted his dick shortened for his wife, which I've never heard such a fucking thing in my life.
I would have just found a different girl that could handle it.
Yes. We have a typical Would You Rather, just to kind of fill some time, do some interesting shit, since we're doing a weird shorty episode here. And the most beautiful vagina contest will be at the end of the show. I've read none of any of this, so we're gonna learn together.
I wonder if her friend's on that one.
What do you mean?
Because we got a friend that always says she's got a beautiful vagina.
Who?
You know who. I don't want to say names.
Can you help me somehow without saying names? Or no? Has she been on the show?
No.
Oh.
But she comes over periodically.
Huh. I don't know. Your friend or my friend?
She's both our friends. I met her through you.
Oh, okay. Oh. Am I going there later?
You're not going anywhere later. No, not your girlfriend.
Oh, all right. Okay. I don't know. I'm lost.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'll tell you after the show, because I don't want to put names on it, because I know people listen, and they definitely know her.
Okay. Yeah, I got no clue who the fuck we're talking about.
No.
So let's get right into it.
Yeah.
Find out what the fuck's going on. Find out why this guy wanted his dick shortened. Dad of 3 has his penis surgically shortened to make his wife happier in bed. An Australian guy revealed... Let's look up here. An Australian guy revealed that he had his penis surgically reduced to improve the mood in the bedroom with his wife of 21 years. Dan, a caller from Sydney, mentioned that this is one of the sacrifices he'd made to maintain the happiness and health of his relationship. Is that him and that her?
I don't know. Good for him. If that is him. And
she's hot. Oh, no, they're in like a studio. I'm wondering if that's who they called. The guy called these guys, I wonder. Yeah. No, it's the same picture. Father of 3 from Sydney, Australia, allegedly underwent surgery to shorten his penis in an effort to please his wife during a radio chat with Kyle and Jackie O of the Kiss FM breakfast show. The man, who has been identified as Dan, disclosed his strange bedroom secret. Would you ever do that if your dick was too long? We know this isn't, this hypothetical for you.
But no, I wouldn't. I would just find someone that would be able to take it.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell I'll cut a section of my dick off.
Just trade the old one in for would you ever make it longer?
If I could, probably.
So that would work.
I don't know about longer. Maybe more girthier, maybe.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
You built like a grenade.
No, it's kind of it's hard to tell because I'm big and when I look down, it just looks whatever. But I mean, my wife, she could be lying to me. She says it's fine, but who knows?
Dicks are funny though. You could have a decent sized dick, but then when it's like cold out and short, then you're not fucking nothing.
There's some days I stay in the bathroom in the morning. I'm like, damn, it does look pretty big. And then there's fucking mornings like, where the fuck did it go?
Yeah, it's like an inch long.
Yeah, I'm like pulling on it, stretching it, trying to stretch it out. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm getting old. And
dicks make men like we're like X-Men. We're like superheroes with that. How you can, or it's not superheroes, but like something out of like a weird movie where you can like, you know how there's like movies where the guy gets his arm chopped off and it grows back?
Yeah.
That's like a dick. We're like superheroes like that. Like you could take a 1-inch item and then turn it into like 7 inches in a matter of seconds.
Well, it used to matter seconds when I was younger. It takes a little bit more now.
Minutes now? Are we up to minutes or hours?
No, it's a couple minutes.
Yep, I hear you. Did I already read this? Dan revealed that his wife of 21 years frequently complained that his penis was too big, too long, which is a difference. When talking about the length, he went to in order to maintain the spark in the bedroom. Dan explained the surgery was just a trim down. I didn't even know there's such a fucking
Neither
surgery.
did I.
He elaborated, I had my penis chopped down a little bit shorter. She complained it was too long and too big. I had 1.5 inches taken off. You can't even tell. You could tell if you really look at it. Even though Jesus Christ, if Mike had 1.5 inches taken off, he wouldn't have nothing. He'd been a sex change. You could tell if you really look at it, even though the shortening surgery was quite dangerous, he nevertheless chose to have it done to appease his wife of 2 decades. The couple has reportedly resumed having sex after the treatment went well.
Yeah, I'll be afraid to do that. What if something happens and all of a sudden it doesn't work anymore?
Yeah, he says it's pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
hit a
something I'm
fucking
willing to
nerve
try.
and then it doesn't do its thing anymore. Or you can't feel nothing because the fucking nerve damage or some shit.
Yeah. And fucks it all up. I have yet to meet a girl that thought I was too long.
If anything, just put like a stopper on it so you can't go any farther than that when you put it in.
Yeah, why can't you put something around it like a cock ring?
Yeah. So when he hits it, you won't allow it to go in any farther.
Yeah, that seems like a lot cheaper and easier and safer than chopping 1.5 inches off of it. Well, I guess chopping some off of it's a lot easier than adding to it.
I guess so.
Like our readers, hosts Kylie and Jackie O became interested in learning Dan's precise original size. That is, before the operation, the middle-aged parent replied it was 10 inches. He's full of shit. Well, maybe he's not. If he's actually had an inch and a half taken off, maybe he actually did have a fucking horse cock on there.
Or maybe he was just being moderate there and just said that so he wouldn't make other people feel bad.
Maybe.
Maybe it was more like 12 inches. He could have had the biggest dick in the world. We'll never know.
Not anymore. He fucked that up.
No. He took 1 inch off, so now he's down to fucking 9, so he's still above average.
Yeah, really. He didn't. No, he wasn't 10 inches. Maybe. I don't know. I guess that's kind of more,
what's the average? 6, they say?
Yeah. If somebody tells you they got a 10-inch dick, I'll never fucking believe them.
No.
And I'll be wrong a handful of times because there is people that have them that long, but for the most part, you're not going to find somebody who's got a 10-inch dick. However, the fact that he took 1.5 inches off of it kind of makes me believe that he might be one of the handful that actually had one that big, because if he was lying about having a 10-inch dick and he actually had a 6-inch dick, like the average says, you wouldn't be taking 1.5 inches off.
No. You wouldn't be taking anything off. You wouldn't even be having this conversation right now.
Correct. This wouldn't even be an article.
No.
The operation did, however, have certain faults. No pun intended. It says, which I'm trying to figure out the pun that was in there.
Me too.
The operation did, however, have certain faults.
Was he like uncircumcised now or some shit?
I don't know. I feel like the people throw this no pun intended in like they do no offense. People will say something nice to you and they'll be like, no offense. Like, what do you mean? There's no offense. You didn't fucking say anything offensive, stupid.
Yeah.
The pair used to have sex almost every day earlier, but now they only have it once a week. Had it once a week.
That's about right in a normal marriage.
Yeah, welcome to the real world, 10-inch.
Yeah.
Elaborating on the same, Dan shared, 8 months ago, we were doing it 3 to 4 times a week. I'd come home from work and we'd rip each other's clothes off.
Wrong.
So if she wanted his dick smaller because it was too big, but they were having sex 3 to 4 times a week, it must have been okay.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it was hurting her, but she obviously enjoyed it because she continued to have sex with him.
Or she's just one of those women that just wanted to just keep pleasing him no matter what.
I'm starting to think she wanted it smaller for some other fucking reason. I don't know.
I don't know.
So now he shrunk it for her, and now they only have sex once a week? Sounds like she enjoyed it better.
No. It was saying they were doing it 3 times a week, but then it started going down to 1 time a week because it was hurting her too much.
Oh, okay. All right. That makes complete sense now. I got you.
Playing fucking footsies with me?
Sorry. We'd rip each other's clothes. Then he added, normally Wednesday night, midweek, I'd take control and take her to the bedroom. She used to instigate it, but not so much now. The host praised the man for Wait a minute. Are you right about that? The pair used to have sex almost every day earlier, but now they only had it once a week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they only had it once a week. Yes. Okay, that's what the had is. Okay.
So I was right.
Yes.
Say you're sorry.
8 months ago,
right.
I got something for you.
I'm getting one of those fucking things.
You're going to need one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where it is.
Get fucked.
There, how about that? So now, I still don't really understand 100%, but now they're back up to what, 3 and 4 times a week? Is that what you gathered from that?
Probably. Well, I don't know. We'll just keep going on with the article. Maybe we'll find out.
The host praised the man for succeeding in maintaining the spark even after 20 years of marriage. Size did matter to Dan and his wife, but in a very different way than it probably did for the majority of others. And that's it. That's why I try to add a little more to these articles to get a little more time out of them.
But I think I mean, first of all, what married couple of 20-something years have sex 3 times a fucking week?
Yeah. 20 years, still fucking that much.
It's once a week, and it's on the weekend. It's only when she's fucking drunk. But fucking New Year's was funnier than fuck last weekend. I got shit.
What did you end up doing that dream with Jen and your wife?
No. I got pretty shit faced that night.
Did you? I believe it.
I was definitely feeling. I was laying in bed, and then all of a sudden she gets on top, and she's like, "You're useless, aren't you?" I said, "Fuck, I am. Yes, I am."
You gonna take that dick?
There was no taking that dick. She took that dick, and I was just laying there, and I'm like, "Just get the fuck over it. Let's get it done."
Really?
And I went right to fucking bed.
It even worked?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah. And then I went to bed, and then she was like, "You were useless last night." I was like, "How does it fucking feel?" Because the night before, she was passed out on the bathroom floor.
You fucked her anyway?
Huh?
You fucked her anyway?
Well, she came out of the bathroom about like an hour later, ready to go. So I did. But she was like, "Oh, what happened?" I said, "Well, we did it." And she's like, "Oh, we did?" I'm like, "Yeah." Well, she didn't fucking remember.
Are any of you guys fixed?
No.
So she could still get pregnant?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I don't fucking dump it in her.
No?
No. Well, she's on the fucking pill anyways.
Oh, all right. Yeah, she's good then. You're good.
But she still won't let me dump it in her.
I wouldn't either if I was her.
Yeah, well, you know.
So since the last episode, I see you gained a little more weight, so that's good. You're still working on. You're still working on that.
We're on Weight Watchers now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yes, I don't like it.
The actual Weight Watchers, or like just something like it?
No, it's actual Weight Watchers.
Really?
Yeah.
What does that entail?
You got to count points and shit like that.
For Christ's
oh
sake.
yeah, it's ridiculous.
Is that the thing that gives you meals every week? And you
no, that's.
No.
Well, I think Weight Watchers does do something like that, but you got to pay like $400 a month.
Oh yeah, fuck all
shit.
that.
No, this one you just basically you eat what you want. You just got to follow points. Like everything, like coffee has like 2 points, 3 points, and shit. And then
you can only get a certain amount of points by the end of the day.
Yeah,
keep it under.
I got like 58 points
that you can spend.
Yeah,
for the day.
I can eat for the day.
What are you at now? At this time, at 8? What time is it?
I don't know. I haven't even started to keep track on my fucking phone yet because it's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, you got an app?
Oh yeah, I got an app.
Oh shit! So what do you type in? You type in like I had coffee.
Yeah, well,
cream.
Everything has like a little barcode on it.
Okay.
So you can fucking scan it, and it'll tell you like, all right, this is like 8 points per serving.
Except for coffee.
Yeah, coffee is like 2.
Yeah, but I mean, coffee doesn't have the barcode.
No, but you also...
That's a pretty easy one to...
Yeah, okay. They pretty much figure like, all right, if you have coffee with cream and some sugar in it, it's about 3 points.
Okay.
And shit like that.
I gotcha. So you just add those up throughout the day, and then what does it give you like a warning, like you're getting close? Like
no, well you got to keep track yourself. I mean, it'll keep track on your phone, but it doesn't like, all right, you're done.
Right.
You know, you got to just keep doing it and shit like that.
And you have how many points per day? 50?
Yeah, like 53, and then I got like an extra.
How do they figure that? You type in like your body weight and your height.
Yeah, you
and
put
all
in your height, your weight, your age, and then it figures out like how many calories you're supposed to have per day and shit like that. It's not bad, really. Actually, I haven't really tried to follow it. So I'm actually going to try to do that this weekend, sit down and actually figure out shit. Because, I mean, the hard part is like preparing meals.
Right.
Like, all right, I got to cook, and I'm the cook, so I got to figure out, all right, can I cook this? How many points does it have?
You was just standing around the kitchen scanning all the fucking codes.
Yeah, and then that.
Well, how does it know, though? Because, like, if you scan a code on the back of a thing of hot dogs, how does it know you're going to have 1 hot dog or 4?
Well, that's the thing. It tells you basically. So, say like hot dogs. I'm just throwing those out there. Say it's like 5 points.
Okay.
Per hot dog.
Per hot dog, and that's what it'll tell you.
Yeah. So it'll be like, or per serving, which means like most times, like every package will tell you a serving size on the back or whatever.
Yeah.
So it'll tell you like, all right, say hot dogs. It's 5 points per hot dog.
All right.
So it depends. If I want to freaking splurge on hot dogs, I could eat a whole pack of hot dogs and go through half my points.
But then you'll be able to eat no pussy later.
Yeah.
How much is pussy on the list? How many points is that? 69?
Let me find out.
There ain't no fucking pussy on that list.
Who knows?
It's pretty detailed?
I don't know. We're going to type it in and find out.
There's got to be calories in puss. Is there calories when you eat puss?
I don't I don't know.
Well, we're going to look it up too. We're going to find out if puss.
Vagina.
Let's see. Calories in eating vagina. We're loading. How many calories you get from eating pussy? How eating pussy could be good for your health.
It won't even come up. It goes virgin.
Your vagina is full of the same probiotic bacteria that is packed into every health-conscious product from yogurt to kombucha. If the vagina is full of good bacteria and people are eating as much good bacteria as they can, why not eat puss? By now, you should know that the vagina is home to billions of bacteria. The official term for this genital ecosystem is the vaginal microbiome. But I like to think of it as my personal pussy posse. Only instead of massaging the ego of Leonardo DiCaprio, the vaginal microbiome prevents bad bacteria from blossoming and taking over your cooch. I like that word. I'm going to start using that word now instead of pussy. I'm going to use cooch. 70% of vaginas are dominated by one species of lactobacillus, which produce lactic acid. And okay, how many calories are in this fucking thing?
I don't know, but Weight Watcher neither has vagina or pussy, and it does not have semen on there either.
Does it have cooch?
I didn't try cooch. I mean, only virgin it has on, or no virgin. The only thing that comes up with it is fucking like extra virgin olive oil and shit.
So there's a difference between the non-virgin olive oil.
Yeah.
The vagina is full of good bacteria. We already read that. Let's assume you have one of the more verdant microbial rainforests, and your partner only needs to slurp down 10 grams. How can we be sure those 10 grams make it to the lower intestine intact? A 2005 study showed that the presence of glucose in the gastric juices helps protect lactobacilli. As they travel down through the GI tract, pussy fluid is not known for its glucose content, but eating food shortly before eating other stuff could provide the needed sugars in the gastric juices. Lactobacilli is naturally acid resistant and could potentially make it from the mouth to the gut even without a glucose buffer. However, another problem that arises with getting one's probiotics in the wild is the issue of contamination going down on someone. There would also be a transmission of the other current members of the community, both the beneficial and harmful ones, meaning one could be getting lactobacilli as well as other harmful bacteria. There is also the normal threat of STIs to consider.
There is nut butter.
It's like baby batter. I don't know. So it sounds like this goes on all scientifically. It sounds like there is... from what this article is saying, it's good to eat puss. Cooch. So, gentlemen, eat your woman's cooch, and if she has anything to say otherwise, tell her you're trying to save.
Yeah.
This is really a men's world, ain't it? Well, no, because the dick, we've done articles about how the dick will cure cancer in women if they suck dick.
Yeah.
So, life is funny.
Pussycat mix.
Whoever, same thing.
Yeah,
how many calories are in that?
Well, it's not calories. It gives you 4 points.
Oh, it doesn't tell you the calorie content?
No.
Fuck Weight Watchers then.
It just tells you freaking how many points you have.
Anyway, eat puss, suck dick. Whatever you're into, Matt.
Yeah.
But that's good. Now I know that it's actually helping my health.
Yep.
To eat that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like clams are good for you.
Yeah, but but if you eat too much puss, it gives you throat cancer.
They look ugly. But really?
Yeah, Michael Douglas.
He got that from eating puss? From cooch? From cooch?
From what's her name that he's fucking married to?
What's her name?
I can't remember her name.
He caught...
Yeah, he got
throat
cancer or some shit.
From eating her vagina?
Yes.
No fucking way.
Swear to God, it was a big fucking thing on it. Like
she must have had a fucking disease or something. There ain't no way. There's porn stars do it all day, every day, 5 days a week.
Yeah, and they all got fucking mouth cancer or throat cancer now because of it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So it can also kill you.
Yeah. See, too much of a good thing can kill you.
So you're gonna stop doing it. Or no? Are you going to just take your chances with your life?
I just take my chances. I mean, I smoke too much. I drink.
Yeah, what's going on? You come over with Marbs today. You must have some fucking money.
No.
They must have given you raises at the town.
No, Jen left them.
Well, she forgot them?
Yeah, no, she leaves them all the time because she doesn't smoke during the week. So she just leaves them at her house.
I get what she's doing. I used to do that too. You leave them and then you don't have them near you to smoke.
Yeah.
That way you don't smoke during the week. Because if they're around you, yeah, that's why I didn't want them either. Because now I'll smoke the fucking things.
Good.
Dummy. Yeah, and you were talking about getting for throat cancer out of eating puss. I'd rather take my chances of that than Marble Lights.
Oh, geez, it's good for you.
At least you don't stink. Well, yeah, you do.
Huh?
You stink either way, whatever option you choose. What do we got? So we did that. That was pretty cool. I didn't know that was good for you. Went over. The guy had his dick shortened.
Would you rather?
That song gets us. We will have no advertising on that YouTube video because when I first got that song and made that up for the show, there was no issues of copyright.
And now there is.
We started using it. Now there is. So they go back through all your videos where you've used that and flag all them fucking videos. So whatever. I don't care. We don't make money off YouTube anyway.
Yeah.
You got one picked out. I see you reading.
No.
You always yell like move too fast.
You do.
Would you rather give 5 blowjobs per day or have anal sex once every couple of months? And I've got to assume that means that she's putting it in you.
That's fine. I'll take the anal every couple months.
Poof, these are hard. Some of these.
I'm not sucking dick 5 times a day.
Right. You're right.
I'd rather just take it in the ass once and call it a day.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want.
Or call it a couple months.
Yeah, every couple of months. Yeah, we're definitely going to go with that route for the same reasons. I don't want to do either. But I guess if I had a gun to my head and I had to pick one, I guess the anal every couple of months would be better than having to do it 5 times a fucking day. That's ridiculous. Got anything?
No. Because the one that comes to, I see just wouldn't make sense for us. Would you rather wear the same pad all day while on heavy period or wear no pad tampon on a light flow? I really don't know.
I don't really either know.
I wonder how that feels. Is that like uncomfortable for women?
Probably squishy and like slimy in there.
Because I hate like when you get like swamp ass and shit.
Have you ever had a girl be like, "Oh, got my period"?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's almost like it just drops out of her puss.
Yeah. I'm married, so every time I ever ask, she's always got her fucking period.
What is it like, ladies? What is it like when you get that at that moment? Is it just like you peed your pants but can't even control it?
Is it like, or is it,
just all of a sudden you're walking along and all of a sudden your panties are wet? I don't understand.
I don't know. Like, how do you know that you have it? Like,
right.
Do you feel it? Like, oh, there it is. Here's flow.
Yeah, I wonder if you just start feeling wet in your pants and know that
or
it's about that time
like
of the
a day
month.
or two before it's supposed to happen. Do you like start preparing yourself and just wear pads and shit just in case?
I'd start preparing myself for the bitchiness.
Yeah.
What a fucking plant. Everything's dying on that plant except for it's not dying because it's growing a whole brand new thing also at the same. Maybe
you need a bigger fucking pot.
Yeah, that's right. We talked about that.
So it doesn't have enough to keep growing the other stuff, but it'll grow new stuff. But you just need a bigger pot.
Okay, more pot for all. Would you rather only use okay. Would you rather have sex in front of your parent? And we've watched this, did that 100 times. Apparently we've done all these. Would you rather have your partner only be able to use their hands or their mouth during foreplay?
Just their mouth.
Now, does this...
Nicole's rough with it. It's like she's pulling out a fucking pull cord to start a saw.
Like starting a fucking Husqvarna?
Yeah, she's not even fucking like elegant or delicate with it. She just like, and it's like, holy fuck, simmer down. I got fucking dick burn.
But does that mean you can't? Because like far as foreplay, like I like watching her do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like watching her with herself. It's kind of cool. Does that, if she can't use her hands, does that also count herself out? Are we going to make that rule, or what do you think the rule really is here?
I think you can't use your hands or use your hands on the other person.
On the other person only?
Yeah. So if she wants to play with herself, I think that's game.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'm going to go with hand. I'd rather let her use her hands so I could watch her on herself too. So she could play the fucking banjo.
Would you rather pee in a ping pong ball?
I did the same. I said the same thing the first time we read this on the show.
Pee a ping pong ball or poop a bowling ball? Well,
I think Mike decided the bowling ball.
And that's what I'm kind of going with too. But I don't know, because I mean, peeing a ping pong ball. I never had kidney stones, But I heard like pissing out a kidney stone fucking hurts.
No, does not. Well, I'm sure some of them do. Yeah. I had a pretty decent size one. It didn't hurt coming out of my dick when I pissed it out. Never even felt it. I just seen it hit the fucking urinal.
Oh, really?
However, there's a tube that goes from your kidney to your bladder or something, and that tube is like that bit, like teeny tiny, like 1/8 of an inch. And when it goes from your kidney through that tube, I'm not a doctor. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but when it goes through that little teeny tiny tube, it like stretches it out as it moves. That hurts like a motherfucker. The worst pain I've ever had, I think, in my life. And it's because, and it ain't a horrible, super bad pain, but the problem is just there for like the whole days while this is happening. It could be 2 days of this constant pain in your side, in your back side area. And that hurt. But when it actually came out, I seen it come out and I never even knew it. Other than if had I not seen it, I would still think it's in there.
Oh, well.
But that's small. That's not a ping pong ball. So I get what you're saying. But just to further on the
But I don't know, either or. I mean, both will fucking hurt.
But which one are you going to pick? I think Mike, if I remember right, Mike said at least your butt is like built to stretch.
Yeah, but not that much.
No. But I think that's what we went with on that because your butt is built to stretch where... So a ping pong ball coming out of your dick, it's literally going to rip it open. There's going to be blood. It's going to tear your fucking dick open.
Bowling ball is going to rip your ass apart.
That's true.
So either one will suck.
But that would be a nice feeling to get that fucker out, though, wouldn't it? If it was in your anus.
Yeah. Up
in your fucking intestines. And then imagine that. Like, I've had some good poops before that hurt. And like, you can't wait to get in there and it just blasts. Like
yeah. But you get the ones that stretch it out too much and it does fucking
hurt.
Yeah. You're fucking like kind of like holding on to shit and it's fucking terrible.
Can't wait for it to come out.
Yeah, it's terrible sometimes.
I think the best ones are, would you rather have a liquid or a toothpaste shit? Would you rather have diarrhea all your life or toothpaste shit?
Well, sometimes toothpaste shit, you're fucking wiping for hours.
Forever. And that right there is the exact reason.
And you never feel clean after you're done.
No. No, you
At
might
least
just
with fucking liquid, you piss it out, you wipe, and you call it a day.
I'd rather have diarrhea every day than have toothpaste shit.
Yeah.
It's like we said it before. It's like wiping a crayon with that other one. There's always just keeps fucking coming and coming and coming. No, I just like the liquid shit. Get it the fuck done when the red had diarrhea. There's also those. You ever have them shits that come out like balls?
Oh yeah.
But they have like liquid or shit around them.
Yeah.
So they like slide out like greasy.
Yeah.
Those are kind of fucking cool.
I like the ones where you just shit and you don't really have to fucking wipe.
Yeah, that's the best.
And then you gotta check to make sure you actually took a shit.
Yeah, that's the best.
Yeah.
I think I like those liquid, the solid infused liquid shits because they, you get the best of it. It's not necessarily diarrhea like you're gonna shit your pants and you have the stomach aches, but so you get that solid lump that comes out, but it's got the liquid around it, so that when it comes time to wipe, it's like wiping a liquid shit.
Yeah.
But the consistency of a solid shit.
Yeah.
Really the best of both worlds as far as I'm concerned. I like those shits better.
Do you know what shits are the best?
Which ones?
Is when you shit in the woods.
Oh yeah, you love them ones.
Oh fuck yeah.
So all right, this is why I don't like shitting in the woods if I don't have to. I will. I've grown up here all my life, so I'm used to, sometimes you got to do what you got to do when you're hunting or whatever, but I don't prefer it like you do. Like I think sometimes you'd walk by your fucking toilet to go out and shit in the woods. But what if you have one of those crayon shits? I mean, you use a lot of leaves and shit, or if you're using a sock or something,
Well, clothing is actually much better than toilet paper. You actually get a better clean with
fabric as opposed to paper. Yeah.
Yes, you do.
All right. So, like, would you say it cuts your wiping?
Yes.
The wiping process in half. Okay. So even a crayon shit with a sock. Now, what are you doing? You folding the sock over halfway through? You doing one wipe, folding it over, doing another wipe on the backside, possibly a third fold over if it's a decent sized sock.
Yep.
That's how you'll work it.
I don't use socks.
What do you use?
I just cut my underwear off sometimes if I don't have anything. But normally I'm pretty prepared. Like every time I go out, I know I'm going to be out driving for a while. I'll keep fucking napkins or paper towels or something in the car with me or the truck, especially when I'm up on the
just
mountain.
because this is a hobby of yours and
it is, yeah.
Yep. So it's like these people that they know they're going to go to the beach in Maine or whatever, or to the beach in Myrtle Beach or whatever. They bring their metal detector because that's something that they're interested in and something that they enjoy doing. You'll bring a roll of toilet paper.
Well, actually, shit in the ocean is like a big bidet.
You've shit in the ocean?
Fuck yeah.
Holy fuck. How? It gets all over you.
No, it doesn't.
The fuck it don't. You're standing there just shitting in the fucking ocean. No. The water's gonna, like, it's gonna float and go touch your back and shit.
But you're in the ocean.
You're such a disgusting human being.
It's a big fucking bidet.
Yeah, I get that, but... And it's salt water, so I'm sure it's
cleansing. And I shit in the lake, too.
That ain't salt water. Now you're fucking being disgusting.
No, it don't matter because, you know, the boat rules. Once you're out in the boat, there is no going back until it's time to go back.
Let's have a little of something over there. What do you think I should try?
I don't know. What are you in the mood for?
Just a regular little... Let's have a nip of... Grab me one of them Jack Daniels things, will you? And maybe that half-filled bottle of... What do we got for whiskey? I like the bourbons and the whiskeys and... All right, we got that. There's the cup. Start with that.
Little iron smoke.
It's 9:30 in the morning just for the... What, iron smoke?
No, it's empty.
Oh, what's in there? Anything? Nothing. Empty. I keep these for like souvenirs because people get them for us, and then...
You got the...
I knew you wouldn't put that name back straight.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Fucking weirdo. Let's go with that. I guess that's easiest enough. What is this? Bowman Brothers. We went to a place. I had to get some like holiday liquors and wines the other day, and we went to a place down by her, and they got a whole section. And they got a whole area in the room where they have bourbons and whiskeys and stuff. And I mean, this is no secret, but it was just amazing to see a bottle of bourbon for like $475.
Holy shit!
Crazy shit there. And they had some wines for like $600-700, which that's not. We all know that, but it just I've never really seen it in person. It kind of made me want to try it. However, I know I've never tried wine that expensive, but I've tried like $150 bottle of wine.
Was it any difference?
Worse. I liked it less than. You know, I say this and everybody's like, "Oh, you're just cheap. That way you can justify buying a $10 bottle of wine." But I'm telling you, I like sweeter wines, and for me, it seems like the $15 a bottle wine is always better for me.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering about bourbon. Now, like I said, granted, that was a $150 bottle of wine I tried. It was fine, but it was really. I'll tell you what. If it was $30, I still probably wouldn't buy it. That's how much I didn't really like it. I'd buy something different. But I'm wondering if you get up into like the $600-700 range, if it starts to switch back to good again.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just curious. These people.
See, I don't know. I'm not much of a wine drinker or even a real liquor, whiskey, bourbon drinker.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I hate when people say, "Oh, it's so smooth," and I only take a sip of it. It burns just as much as the other shit does.
Well, I got to disagree. And I'm no professional either. I'm not a big, there's people like Dave was on the show. He tries different things all the time. And he does like he'll like burn the wood and put the smoke and fuse it and do all the special stuff. And he would know all about that. Like, he could probably tell you what different flavors and hints of lavender and all that shit. But I can tell you just a little bit that I do like this. Like, this is not as smooth as I've had. Like, I've had some that didn't burn as much. There's, like, harsher ones that burn. We should do a liquor episode. We should do a whiskey episode.
I would try.
We'll get, like, 4 or 5 different bottles and just explain what. But, so this one's not bad, but this burns a little more than other. Like, that one that was right next to it, the monkey, that burned less than this. But I like the flavor of this better. So, to me, it's worth I couldn't tell you if it's fucking almond smoke or, all the crazy shit that they say. I couldn't tell you what's in this. But I do like the taste of it better. The burn worse.
Oh, okay.
So fuck you, Matt.
If that's what you say, if that's what you mean. Or
yeah, we should do what is this? Bowman Brothers Virginia Straight Bourbon Whiskey, small batch. I don't even know what that means. It is 90 proof, which that's another thing.
Well, higher the proof, I know, is going to probably be more.
Right. And I'm not interested. When I drink this like this, I'm not interested in getting drunk.
Yeah.
I won't get drunk on whiskey. I can't stick to me.
And I also think, too, it matters if it's got to be cold.
Yes. Yep. That's what I got for Christmas. So we'll have to try them for. Liz got me some of them ice molds.
Oh, really?
And when you bust them open, they're round balls of ice for and they look cool in the thing. Oh, and she got me that belt buckle over there.
Oh, I saw that. I was wondering.
It says she had Lord Grippin engraved on it.
Oh.
Because I'm His Majesty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know what the fuck I was saying, but that's got a cool picture on the back. Some pioneers.
Yeah.
That must be Mr. Bowman. That must be the Bowman brothers.
Could be.
It's probably the Bowman brothers, the 4 of them. Are you gonna take a little? Have a little tasty?
No.
Little taste, a little.
That's the Ballman brothers. That's Jim.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's hear their names.
There's Bob.
Bob. Was it Robert or is it Bob?
It's just Bob. And then there's Terry.
Terry.
Yeah.
Back it up, Terry. What's Terry holding? I see they're all kind of holding things.
They're holding.
One's got like a fishing pole or something. The other's got a gun. Musket.
One's got like a hatchet.
What's Terry got?
Terry looks like he's got like a feather or a dildo.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
What was the fourth one's name? You didn't name the fourth brother.
So what do we got? Bob.
No. Bob was the second one.
No, I'm naming them all off again.
Oh.
So we got a Bob. We got a Terry. What was the other guys? It's been so long since I've seen the Baldwin brothers.
I know, that's true. They haven't been around for a while.
No.
Was it Stanley? I can't remember the first guy's name.
Oh, no. The fourth guy's Roger.
What was the first guy's name now? You said it, and I'm trying to get that out of you. It was Jim?
It was Jim.
So Jim,
Terry.
Bob,
Yeah.
Jim, Bob, in
Terry.
order according to the picture. Jim, Bob, Terry, and Stanley?
No.
What the fuck did you say his name was?
Roger.
Yeah, I was hoping there'd be a weird one in there.
Yeah, I was trying, but you got me all
Jamal.
fucked up.
There's no Jamal in the
there's
Ballman
no
brothers?
indigenous people in there.
That's not an indigenous name. I didn't say fucking light
I'm a
feather.
rancher now too, just so you know.
Oh yeah, what was this shit? You texted me the other day. Oh, because you started watching Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you got a ranch.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it to the bus station.
Yeah.
Or the train station someday.
Yeah. Well, you better bring all of CSX's employees if you're gonna.
Yeah.
To help you.
Yeah.
Get me there.
It's kind of slow though. I'm not.
Yeah,
like
you're kind of slow.
I'm not like a huge fan. Like, oh
well,
my
what
God,
episode are you on?
Oh, we're like just starting off like first season. We're like on episode 6.
Oh, so all right, but you're far enough because I was gonna say about the third episode.
Yeah.
Is when I really got invested, and it seems like people really started to get invested about the third. So you're past that.
Yeah, I mean, 1 minute it's like, yeah, it's just great. Next minute it's like, dude, it's kind of fucking stupid. But then it's like, yeah, it's great, and then it goes like, oh, all right, okay.
Yeah,
some of it's predictable too.
And it gets. So I would say the first 4 seasons were fine. This season,
I've been hearing shit.
I'm not a fan anymore.
Aren't real happy. Did it get like too far crazy?
It's just boring. This season, but it's only half over.
Yeah,
they're doing their break, and I want to say I read somewhere that they were going to regroup and kind of get things back on track.
Have you watched like the other ones? Like,
no, I can't. I started to watch 1883 or whatever the fuck it was, and the first episode I got about 3/4 through, and it was just boring. However, I do know I felt the same way in the first like 2 episodes or 3 episodes of Yellowstone, so I'm going to try to give 1883 a chance, and see if it's good, because I've heard a lot of people say that they like that better than Yellowstone. Have you watched any of them?
No, not yet, because I've been trying to figure out like, is it worth watching all of Yellowstone now and then watching those, or can you kind of start watching those and this at the same time?
Maybe. I'll tell you. Keep going on Yellowstone though. There was a couple. I remember one in specific, and I won't like give you a spoiler on it, but I just remember it was something with Beth, and like big shit happened, and I remember that was one of the big turning points. I couldn't wait to see the rest of what they're going to come up with. So there's some stuff coming. Right. But I'm surprised you're not interested in it. You must not be a real cowboy rancher.
No, well, I am, dude. It's a cowboy fucking mafia show.
That's basically what it is.
That's all it is. And actually, if you really watch it, it's following the fucking Godfather movies just about.
Really?
That's why it's so predictable to me.
Yeah.
So
I've never seen The Godfather. And I'm a huge mob movie fan. I've watched every fucking mob movie I can find, except for The Godfather. I just can't. It bores me.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
No, it doesn't. You never watched it, so how the fuck would you know?
Well, I started to watch it, and it was boring, so I stopped. I just didn't give it enough. Didn't have enough patience.
The first one is kind of boring.
Yeah.
But it's weird. Like the first one.
Well, and that's where I started.
Like the second one should really be the first one.
Okay.
Because the second one shows you how everything started.
Yeah.
Compared to the first one.
All right.
And then the third one, I like the third one. So, but some people say it's not as good as the first 2.
So you're saying if I started watching it again, I should start with 2, then go to 1, then go to 3.
No, you really can't. Because 2 does go off of, because you see how Michael took over the family.
Mm-hmm.
in the first one.
I'm
and
so
where the
surprised
second
that
one, he takes, and then the second one, he is the Godfather.
Okay.
But then it has flashbacks on how his father became the Godfather and all this shit. But you still got to watch the first one to kind of go to figure out what's going on in the second one.
I should give it a shot. I just can't. I don't know, and I'm surprised because I'll watch every I've seen every mob movie. I've seen every. What time is it? Oh Christ!
Yeah,
I told you should have let him die when he had that fucking cold.
I told you what the fuck we should have done in the first place.
Well, we never got to the.
Well, I could be back and we could finish.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We'll just save the most beautiful vagina one for next time.
Okay.
This is a weird episode anyway because it's a half episode. So episode 68.5 has completed because Matt fucked us all up. Got us all fucking screwed up.
I
here,
did it
as usual. So we will catch you on the next one, and we'll have more details of things to come, and what we're gonna do to switch things over. And hey, whore.
Hey, whore.
Hey, whore.